After an insanely long day at court, us Chud the Builder haters got great news. And by great news, I do mean great news. Today was the day that he was supposed to hear a verdict about his bond from a shooting that took place outside of a Tennessee courthouse just last week.
Social media personality known as Chud the Builder is now back in court today up in Clarksville.
Dalton Etherly is facing several felony charges after a shooting outside the Montgomery County Courthouse last week. Houston's Maggie Weaver is live this morning with what we can expect to happen in today's bond hearing. Maggie, you were there for last week's hearing as well. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mark and Nicole. That's right. I was here whenever Chud the Builder, Dalton Etherly, was walked into that courtroom. Now, today's hearing is expected to focus on whether Etherly will continue to be jailed under that estimated $1.25 million bond, or if a judge could change those conditions. Now, investigators do say that Etherly, known online as Chud the Builder, was involved in a shooting outside the Montgomery County Courthouse here last Wednesday. Authorities say both Etherly and another man were shot during this incident and taken for medical treatment. Now, court records do show that Etherly had been at the courthouse earlier that day for a separate civil debt appearance. Etherly is now charged with attempted criminal homicide, employing a firearm during a dangerous felony, aggravated assault, and reckless endangerment. Now, at his first court appearance last week, a judge cited the seriousness of these charges, public safety concerns, and the fact that the shooting happened outside a courthouse when setting that temporary bond amount.
And I'm here to tell you that that bond remains over $1 million, and there is still more good news.
And bro, you know what's crazy about the whole Chud situation? Like the first, I think like the second time he was going viral, because he was blaming black people for people not liking him, for not being able to get hired. And in that video I mentioned that the fact that if he continue doing that shit, it's gonna escalate. I feel like anyone with a brain know, if you keep going around baiting people, so they can attack you, like obviously something was gonna happen. But it's like the fact that everyone's, a lot of people seem surprised. It's surprising, bro. Like as someone like Chud, right? What did he expect? It's like isn't that what he was looking for the whole time? Isn't that what he wanted? Right? Because I don't know how, like I've seen, a lot of racist motherfuckers. I seen a lot of comments defending Chud, talking about, freedom of speech. Like just because you have freedom of speech don't mean you gotta be a fucking, don't mean you have to go, harassing people. Right? No one think the same, bro. Like as soon as I saw like the clip where he was basically offering homeless black people sandwiches so he can say the N-word, I'm like, bro, he's gonna walk into the wrong person, and some shit gonna happen, bro. Because if you're a Chud defender, bro, I was about to say I don't know why, but I know a lot of you guys racist, and a lot of racists, bro, they don't think logically, man.
News left to come for us Chud haters, but this is the victory. And it's only gonna get better. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long way for the channel. Stick in with me as I give you the Chud the Builder updates, even live from the courthouse. This is gonna be a great time. Now, back into the video. There was so much that was unearthed from this Chud the Builder courthouse situation today at the bond hearing that I really don't even know where to begin. But I think the biggest news, the news that everybody was waiting to hear back from, was if this $1.25 million bond that was set after the incident in which he pew-pewed a man in quote-unquote self-defense outside of a Tennessee courthouse would stick, or if it would get reduced to any amount. Before we get into that though, I do want to let people know that the nonsense that was going on at the courthouse was insane. Chud the Builder has some of the most insane supporters that I've ever seen in my—
Look, bro, I'm telling you, like, racist people, man, they don't think logically. You know what I mean? It's like, how can you hate one group of people that bad that you can't even think for yourself? You got, you have so much hate in your heart that you support, you support politicians that's literally making your life harder just because you have so much hate for a certain type of people. because you don't like the way, you know, that you don't like the color of their skin. Right? And us black people, bro, we don't even, we just trying to work, bro. We don't even be on this shit. You know what I mean? Because people who love themselves, bro, people who love themselves don't hate on other people, bro. Like,
my life. Twitter personalities that think that this is a claim on their free speech, ultimately losers going down to the courthouse and making a nuisance of themselves at a public hearing.
You're outside Chud the Builder's courthouse right now. The fate of the future of white civilization is here. Will we allow the court system to weaponize against us, to give us two-tiered treatment, or will we stand up as heritage Americans for Chud the Builder, who's been given a raw deal? He will.
okay, so how is Chud the Builder the victim? Right? How you the victim? Like, a lot of these racist people, like, again, like I said, bro, they can't think logically, bro. Like, if I go up to someone, you know, and start, you know, acting weird and talking shit, it's for a reason, bro. It's because I want a reaction out of them. You know, I don't like them. I want to fight them. I want to, cause violence. Like, so now he's the victim. Now he's the victim. Come on, bro.
Wait in prison for the next few months until his court case, unless we bond him out.
I just got removed from Chud the Builder's court hearing, but I
Look, man.
am here to say that it's probably safely a self-defense issue.
Like, bro, these people don't even like you too, bro. Why are you even coming defending them? They don't even like you. Right? Like, I don't see how so many other racist groups, you know, of people, they always trying, like, the closer they are to, you know, the white side, right? Well, the closer the closer they look, or the closer they're trying to get, bro. I noticed that. So, bro, these people don't even like you, my guy. Why are you defending them? I'm telling you.
Guy Joshua Fox definitely attacked Chud the Builder, and it's going to be a clear-cut case of self-defense. He was right to defend himself. Josh Black was having a PTSD episode. He approached Chud first, and threatened his life.
These numbskulls and ignoramuses went down to the courthouse in an attempt to find out the same information that we're finding out from our homes. But while they were down there, they couldn't contain their dickheadery, so they decided to make themselves known in the court that they were there, they were proud to support Chud the Builder, etc., etc. So much so that they became a nuisance that they got kicked out of the courtroom. I mean, these guys couldn't be more jackasses than possible. And this is what I've been telling Chud the Builder. All of this support that you're getting is truly false support. These guys care more about their social media presence than anything, trying to get their numbers up, trying to get their weight up, all these different things.
Look, bro, if you're trying to build your social media up, bro, I'm trying to do the same thing. You know, I'm learning every day. But I promise you, like, I will not want to build my social media based on hatred, you know, based on racism, anything like that, bro. Like, yes, I cover a lot of topics like this, but I just, you know, because they're popping, bro. You know what I mean? They're popping. I just like to give my opinion on them. But I'm not gonna be like, okay, I support a racist, because then what kind of fan base, you know, you gonna get, bro? I mean, these racist motherfuckers be having, like I said, the most, you know, die hard loyal fan base, bro. They use hatred as a connection, bro. You know what I mean? But I just don't see how long term, you know what I mean? Like, let's say that shit don't work. I feel like, you know, people should use the whole Chud thing as an example, right? Because the whole reason he was going viral, I think, like, second time, was because he couldn't get hired, bro. So why would you go and try and do the same thing? Like, I understand going against him, making videos against him, yeah. But why would you make video protecting him, bro? Like,
They're not concerned about your health, safety, and well-being for real. They want to capitalize off of you potentially facing 56 years in jail, but they're framing it as some sort of support. And you should be mad about that because they don't really care about you. They just care about the nasty ass checks that they get off of Twitter. It's so hilariously funny that he thinks that this is like real support, or this is the real support, is these guys getting kicked out of this courtroom. These guys didn't even make it to see the results of the bond review hearing. And we did get the results. And the downside of today was that the bond was reduced from 1.25 million, but what it was reduced to was still $1 million. The bond was reduced to only $1 million. So something that Chud the Builder still can't seemingly afford. And I promise you that the news gets better. During this bond hearing, we got more information as to exactly what Chud the Builder did. And all these online gurus claiming that this was self-defense, that, you know, he was defending himself, are looking pretty shaky in the light. It's getting pretty scary for them because the details expose how reckless Chud the Builder was in his attempt to go viral for social media. Just to remind you of the charges, Dalton Levi Etherly, whatever his last name is, aka Chud the Builder, is charged with attempted criminal homicide, employing a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony, aggravated assault, and a reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon. During this court proceeding, they revealed that there were multiple, and I do mean multiple, security surveillance cameras capturing the entire situation, 12 to be exact. And what those 12 cameras captured is shocking. During Thursday's hearing, Montgomery County Sheriff's Office investigators testified that video surveillance camera documented the confrontation. At about 1:15 p.m., Eartherly approached Fox, who was at court that day for a child support hearing. Eartherly had a selfie stick in his right hand, which we kind of knew already. But that does contradict Chud's statement saying that he was approached by Fox, which we all knew was a lie because Chud the Builder doesn't roll like that. After the
True. And the thing is, like, I understand that, you know, people, like, if people see him in the street, people will actually, you know, come up to him and kind of, you know, cause trouble a bit, but only because, you know, he's talking hella shit, you know, against those people. So
the verbal altercation, Eartherly walked away. Fox then approached him. According to the arrest warrant obtained by Clarksville Now, which was reiterated by investigators on Thursday, Eartherly then turned his body in a bladed stance and reached for a firearm in his jacket pocket. Thereafter, a physical altercation ensued, said the warrant. This is where Chud the Builder messes up because he claims as though he was attacked first and then he reached for his firearm. But the testifiers of what's going on based off of security camera footage are claiming that Chud the Builder was the first person to reach and the first person to approach, meaning that the self-defense argument is withering away faster than ever. He lands himself in even more hot water though with the following updates about the situation. I'm telling y'all, this shit was crazy today. Eartherly told investigators he was not reaching for a gun, but for a mace. Investigators did not find spray on Eartherly's body in his truck or in his house. Now, I think Chud the Builder thought he could get away with this because he is notorious for having mace on his person. We've seen him threaten to mace somebody before. We've even seen him pull out said mace and spray somebody with mace on the streets.
Again, how do you guys defend this, bro? For all you Chud defenders, bro, how do you defend this? Like, at a certain point, what did you guys expect to happen? I keep repeating this. It's like, did you think everyone's just gonna, you know, stay calm? Like, bro, come on.
Of Tennessee. But this time he didn't have it on. Somebody who is claiming to be acting in self-defense wouldn't just outright lie like this. The only reason why Chud the Builder or anybody claiming self-defense would lie is if there wasn't any truth to what they were saying. Now, this is where the claims of Chud the Builder being reckless really come into play. The document states they said Eartherly fired several shots and they found 7 shell casings at the scene, all from the same gun. Fox was shot in the torso and arm, and paramedics said he had internal bleeding. He was not in court Thursday. Eartherly also suffered a gunshot wound, apparently shooting himself in the arm. Several shots, only landing a couple, not only means that he had bad aim. Chud, come on now, buddy. For somebody who pops out that shit about what you would do to somebody, it seems like you have bad aim. But this also indicates how dangerous.
Look, bro, I'm not even gonna continue this video. I think, look, the whole Chud shit is stupid as hell. I'm glad that I'm glad he got arrested. You know what I mean? I'm glad, you know, someone got him off the street. Cause this guy's a fraud, bro. Even to like all y'all racist motherfuckers out there, bro. This guy's a fraud, bro. Like, this guy's gay. I got nothing against gay people, right? But he wasn't Chud against gay people, bro. He talk all that shit. You know, he have a fan base that have hatred for all type of, you know, gay people, LGBTQ, black people, anything like that, right? The guy was gay. He was being freaking ped, right? That's how you call it. He was being ped by a freaking black lady, bro. Like, come on. Yo, I think Chud is, the whole Chud thing is stupid. Look, the whole self-defense shit is bullshit. I think we all knew that's, saying like that was gonna happen, right? So that's it, man. Look, probably I'll try to finish it. If I do want to make a video about it later and see, the result. But I just think it's stupid, bro. I don't see how this guy can, I don't see how this guy can actually defend himself at this point, right? All that freedom of spirit bullshit. It's like, come on, bro. All right, bro, I'm out.